Hey there, it's Tom Corson-Knowles, the Authentic Health Coach, and today I'm reviewing the ebook Burn the Fat, Feed the Muscle, Fat Burning Secrets of the World's Best Bodybuilders and Fitness Models by Tom Venuto. And if you don't know Tom Venuto, he's this big bodybuilder guy. He wrote this ebook. He teaches people all over the world how to basically burn the fat by feeding their muscle, by eating right. A lot of people talk about fitness and working out, exercises, and yeah, that's important, but it's really more about your diet and what you eat. And that's why I love this ebook, because he talks about that. Like, even though he's a bodybuilder and he spends his whole life working out in the gym, he focuses more on his nutrition even than his workouts, because he knows that's what makes the biggest difference. Is what you eat, what you put in your body every day in and day out that makes the difference. Whether you're gonna be fat or overweight, or whether you're gonna be trim or slim, or whether you're gonna have a lot of muscle like a bodybuilder. So here's the ebook. You can check it out. I got this inside view of the ebook right here. You'll notice it's 340 pages long. This thing is humongous. It's not like one of those little ebooks, you buy for like 20 bucks and it's like 5 pages long. This thing is like massive. So here's the different chapters. It talks about goal setting. It talks about why most diets fail, because the psychology of it, but also most people still are, eating all this processed foods even if they're on a diet. It's just terrible stuff. Body composition, charting your progress, metabolism, low calories, high calories, all this stuff. He's got tons of meals in here. Talks about good fats, bad fats, macronutrient ratios, protein, clearing out carb confusion. Like, carbs are good for you, like he talks about in this book, but problem is most people are eating simple carbs, processed carbs like white sugar, white flour, that are just absolutely terrible for you. Whereas, carbs from like fruits or vegetables are totally good for you. You can eat as much of that as you want. You cannot overdose on fruits and vegetables. Like, when's the last time you heard someone got fat from eating too many apples, right? It just makes sense. So here's the whole, everything right there. Medical disclaimer, yada yada yada. Let me see if I can show you some of the good stuff in here. So he talks about for men and women, like what the difference is between the two and what you should be looking at. Exercise, exactly, like don't stay in a negative calorie balance long. This is really important. Like, most people like try to starve themselves for calories, like eat 1,000 calorie diet or 1,400 calorie diet, but if you do that for too long, it's going to screw up your metabolism and you're going to end up yo-yoing back and gaining tons of weight because your body's going to think you're starving itself. So I think it's really important if you're looking at anything in the diet realm. Like, if you're trying to starve yourself, it's not going to work. Like, you probably tried to do it before. You probably know tons of people who have. It never works long term, because it's not a long term solution. You can't starve your body and expect that you're going to be slim somehow. It's all about eating right, eating healthy foods. Make your goal to lose weight slowly. Like, I really like this. He talks about 1 to 2 pounds of weight a week, because your body cannot burn more than 2 to 3 pounds of fat a week. Like, that's the limit of what your body can actually metabolize. So people who say you can lose 30 pounds in 30 days, yeah, you can do that for the first 30 days, because most of that's going to be water and some other stuff, but you cannot keep that rate of weight loss up. So focusing on a slower rate of weight loss is actually going to be better long term, and you're going to be the kind of skinny, healthy, happy person, 6 months to a year from now, for the rest of your life, rather than someone who tries to lose it all in 1 month and then goes back to being, totally obese and 300 pounds. They go back to that because they tried to do it too fast and didn't learn the healthy habits that it takes to really lose the weight. So here's the book, like, trying to show you some of the juicy parts. Talk about muscle versus fat, why it's so important to focus on the muscle. Height and weight charts, obviously, that's so true. This body mass index charts are just complete garbage. Like, if you listen to that and think that you make decisions about your health based on the BMI charts, it's totally ridiculous. And he talks about that in great detail. It's really important. Yeah, BMI, useless indicator. Body fat testing, yeah, that's nice. He talks about all the details of all this stuff. Let's see, here's some more stuff. So he talks about lean proteins, all the things you can eat. You can be a vegetarian vegan bodybuilder. He says, it's not conducive to bodybuilding, but it's definitely possible. And he talks about that even. You can basically change up some of the recipes that he has and turn them into vegetarian and vegan recipes if you are a vegan or vegetarian. So he talks about recommendations. All the diet plans are here. Like, everything's here for you. It's really like the complete plan, everything you need to know to lose weight. It's pretty cool. Talks about what to drink. I think it's really important. He talks about drinking water. not drinking calorie drinks. Um, like people drink sugar and all the sodas and colas and stuff like that. Like it's just gonna make you gain more weight. So focusing on just water is the best thing. A lot of people just lose weight just by switching to water. Alcohol is very calorie dense, like it says. It's a very bad thing to do. So if you're drinking a lot of beer, alcohol of any kind, it's gonna make you gain weight. So you can lose weight and still drink, as long as you're not like a binge drinker drinking every single day. Um, but it's gonna help you lose weight a lot faster if you stop drinking or just drink a small amount, like no more than 1 or 2 glasses. Also talks about how alcohol suppresses the body's ability to burn body fat, which is really, really important. Most people don't talk about that. They don't understand that. There's not just calories in the alcohol you're drinking, but also basically screws up your body and your hormones so that you don't burn the fat like you should. Talks about all these reasons not to drink, which is really important. And this guy's a bodybuilder. Obviously, it's not like destroying his body with booze every day. And if that's what you're doing, then maybe you gotta make some changes. So here's one. Let's see, we're on page 275 right now. There's tons of stuff here. Talks about aerobic exercise, cardio exercise, bodybuilding, muscle building, all that stuff in here. So, anyways, oh yeah. So he's even got a complete workout plans in here. I want to show you that too. And let's see one more thing. FAQs, all the questions like anyone's ever asked are all in here. Beginner workouts, intermediate workouts, and advanced workouts when you get that far along. So it's good stuff. If you have any more questions about Tony Venuto's Burn the Fat program, write it in the comments below. And if you want to grab the ebook, you can click the link below and get it. And like I said, here at the bottom is all the food plans and everything like that too. So you'll see all your food plans for every day, every week. It's really useful, really, really useful stuff if you're trying to lose weight. So hope that helps. Have a great day. Take care.